Hey tech enthusiasts, today we're diving into a critical development in the tech world. Could Huawei be on the verge of U.S. sanction relief? Some surprising news out of Washington hints at a potential shift in how the U.S. is handling its export restrictions to China, and it could have major consequences for the global tech industry. Let's break it down. Over the past few years, Huawei has been one of the main targets of U.S. sanctions, particularly regarding access to advanced chips and semiconductor manufacturing equipment. These restrictions were put in place due to concerns that China might use these technologies to boost its military. Despite these heavy restrictions, Huawei has managed to maintain its position in regions like Asia-Pacific, continuing its 5G rollout and pushing forward with new innovations. But now, things are getting interesting. Recently, California Democrats, including Senator Alex Padilla and Representative Zoe Lofgren, have stepped in, urging the Biden administration to reconsider further tightening these restrictions. They're concerned that additional sanctions could harm key American tech companies like Lam Research, Applied Materials, and KLA, which are based in California. These companies play an important role in the global semiconductor industry, and stricter controls could damage their competitiveness while benefiting foreign companies from countries like Japan and the Netherlands. Although Japan and the Netherlands have imposed some export restrictions on China, their measures haven't been as strict as the U.S. This difference is raising concerns. The U.S. Commerce Department is reportedly considering expanding its control over foreign sales of semiconductor equipment to China, but is excluding key U.S. allies like Japan and the Netherlands from these new restrictions. This has sparked fears that U.S. companies could end up losing out while competitors from these countries continue to sell to China. In their letter to the Commerce Department, Senator Padilla and Representative Lofgren expressed their concerns, urging the administration to pause new restrictions until it's clear they won't harm U.S. businesses. They emphasized the need for a coordinated global effort, calling on the Biden administration to ensure U.S. allies align their export controls with those of the U.S. so that American companies aren't left behind. So what does this mean for Huawei? Even though the sanctions remain in place for now, this pushback from U.S. lawmakers could signal a shift in policy. If the U.S. eases its stance, or if its allies don't follow suit with equally tough measures, Huawei could find new opportunities to strengthen its position in the global market. While it's unlikely that the U.S. will lift its sanctions entirely anytime soon, the growing opposition from within could lead to a more balanced approach moving forward. For Huawei, this is a potential opening to keep innovating and expanding. For U.S. companies, however, the pressure is mounting, and the global tech landscape could shift depending on how this plays out. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think the U.S. will continue tightening restrictions? Or are we on the verge of a turning point in the global tech battle between the U.S. and China?